Hey guys, welcome back to the Midwest Meltdown. See, that was a lot more polite. I was just being more cordial today. It's your boy Zach. Hi everybody.
It's Josh. How's it going, man?
Oh man, let me tell you, this is gonna be. I just feel better. I just feel like we're not, from last week's shit show. I do want to apologize again to everybody.
Less
Just
stress this time around.
yeah, just wow. Let's just get let's get into this thing. I feel better. I feel great. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's ease into it. I'm gonna get us started.
All right.
Today's episode is brought to you by The Gallery. Based out of New York, The Gallery is a curated collection of photographs from all around the world. Given today's climate, while we're unable to travel, this is a great way to bring a piece of the world to you. All of their prints are made from 100% recycled aluminum, giving your wall that gallery finish. Right now, The Gallery is offering our listeners 15% off their purchase by using the code 15OFF. That's 15, capital O, capital F, capital F. Go to thegallery.com. Note the spelling. That's GALRY.com. So your wall will never be boring again. I'll tell you what. I just moved in, as you know. You just moved in. I could use some new art. Because I don't have any.
I wouldn't mind getting a few nice pieces of art to show my what's the class, my classiness. Is that what the word I'm thinking of?
Well, I have no idea what you're thinking of.
All right, well let's just go with that.
No, because I got some bare walls. Like my office has all my cool stuff, like game posters in it. My Chris Pratt signed Jurassic World poster, but my living room it's a blank canvas. So I do like it's pretty cool that they take aluminum, like recycled aluminum, to make the art. That's pretty tight.
That is pretty dope. Yeah.
So yeah, go check out The Gallery. Use their code.
Wow,
that's what we got for you today.
New sponsor. Holy shit!
How was it?
Wow.
Were you surprised?
That was out of left. I was, because I was waiting for you to say. I was waiting for Podgo. I was just waiting. I mean, we still give shout out to Podgo. Thanks again. But Gallery, wow, that was good. And first time reading it, you didn't fuck up.
I felt good. It's because I slept till 1300.
Sweet Jesus, yeah. I told Josh, hey everybody, 1300 is when we're going to record. I put out the company memo to everybody last night. Josh was a few beers deep, I think, when he got the memo, but he's all good though. So he's like, oh yeah, 1300 Eastern, that's all good. 1300 Eastern rolls around, and I'm like, oh, what up, dude? What up?
Yeah, I woke up at 1300 Central.
I actually had T come walking by the office. She's like, when are you guys going to record? I'm like, whenever the fucker wakes up.
I was up at 11, and then you were like, oh, I'm just getting some Thai food. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. I'm going to lay back down and think about that.
Thai food. Oh, man.
Went right back to sleep.
Apparently, if you want Josh to go to sleep, just tell him to think about fucking Thai food. Oh, my God.
Sounds good, man.
That is too funny.
I don't have a good Thai place up by me, actually.
We actually have found two by us, surprisingly enough. Teague had one initially in Chicago that her and her sister went to all the time. But we found two by us. One was a little bit closer to our old apartment. It wasn't that great, but I mean, it was still pretty solid. But we found this other place, which we found more downtown Raleigh. Very good, called Typhoon.
Ooh, I love it.
Exactly. See, I'm like, that's great wordplay. I'm like, I'm already sold.
My old apartment, we were right by one, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But no, not so much. I mean, there's really not much out by me right now.
I was going to say, now you're in the middle of nowhere, so good luck finding anything to eat.
What do you usually order?
I usually do, they have like a, what is it? There's like a Thai rice type dish that they have. It's like a spicier. I went a little bit spicier today because I've gotten it before, and wow, I really kickstarted my insides.
Kickstarted your heart.
Did not expect it to be as spicy as it was. So I was like,
dude, that's what I love about Thai food.
Oh, I love spicy stuff. I mean, I do like the kick, like it was good, but I'm thinking to myself, there was still another level above the one that I got, and I was like, oh yikes.
I usually get pad ki mao, which is the flat noodles and vegetables and then chicken.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I have to look at that and see if it's on their menu. I'm sure it is. I just gotta. Sometimes they put under like different names or something like that, but I'm sure it's on there. I gotta look at that. That sounds really good though.
It is. It's really good. The flat noodle. I mean, like I've only been to the one place, but the flat noodles they had were very tasty.
Wow. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get in really quick. I have a Meltdown Summer Madness update.
Summer Madness.
God, thank you. I love you. Update from our last episode. We had the first ever tiebreaker in the history of the Summer Madness. Believe it or not, we had a tie between God of War 2018 and Halo 3. I did the 1 hour revote on Twitter only, and Halo 3 edged out God of War 2018 first round.
What was the count on that vote?
Ooh, let me
No,
check
if you don't
really
remember, that's fine. I'm just curious.
It was pretty close actually. It wasn't as bad. At first, actually, it kicked off with Halo 3 in a pretty significant lead, but God of War started to slowly edge its way back. But it didn't have enough steam, didn't have enough coming down the stretch. Let's see, actually,
It wasn't like Big Buck Hunter bending League of Legends over.
dude, it bent it over and then some. It got 13 votes. Halo 3 got 69% of the votes, and God of War got 31%.
Oh, okay. Well, there you have it.
But there it is.
What's the current matchup running?
Current matchup running? We got a doozy. Oh, you saw. The Last of Us taking on Tetris.
What if Tetris wins?
Hey, it's over. Summer Madness is over. That's it.
What's over?
That
doesn't seem appropriate.
Tournament's over. If it loses anywhere, it's just done. Just letting everybody know. So if you want to keep the fun going, I guess you know who to vote for. But that's the thing, though, is by the time this gets released, it won't even matter. So filling in other matchups, though, prior to this, we've had Red Dead beat Rocket League, which, it is what it is.
I mean, that's not surprising.
It's not surprising. It's not surprising. Actually, I was kind of surprised with how close it kind of was. Like, it was closer than I really thought it actually would be. Let's see here. We have GoldenEye 007 beating out Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And then we just had Wii Sports take down Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. That actually had about 30 votes. I think it was 30 votes exactly on Twitter. 50-50 split. It came down to like 2 or 3 votes. I had to go look at our Instagram and Facebook for the final 10 votes.
Well, I mean, you always look at Instagram and Facebook, right?
Oh, no, we're right. But typically what ends up happening is again, I always look at them, but however, normally the roles are reversed where Instagram and Facebook have like a 50-50 split more often than not. And then Twitter is usually the decider. So this time it was the opposite where we actually get the most votes on our Twitter. So surprisingly enough, it was a 50-50 split on that. And then I had to go, because then when I refer back to the Facebook and Instagram ones, since those are less voted on, typically the votes are like within 2 or 3 of each other. So Wii Sports won, but it was by, like I said, by like 3, maybe 4 votes.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah, The Last of Us taking on Tetris right now, and then after that matchup, we are moving into the final region for the final 8 matchups of the first round. I'm assuming by the time this comes out, we will have had Telltale, The Walking Dead taking on Minecraft. Be an interesting matchup. Borderlands taking on Uncharted 2. And then I'll do one more, Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow taking on Super Mario 64.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. I mean, this is pretty. I'm loving this, man. Like this whole matchup and everything. We talk about this, every episode until we get a winner. But I'm loving the feedback. I'm loving everybody voting. So please keep it up. Keep it going.
Loving every minute of it.
Down. Oh, loving every minute of it. No, seriously though, guys, keep it coming, keep it going. It's awesome. Like I really do enjoy it. It's a blast so far, and I'm still just curious to see what game we're going to be talking about because I look at like the list of all the winners moving on, and I look at like half of them and go, "Wow, we're going to have to do some big, thick, deep dives here to get a full hour out of these."
Oh, I don't anticipate us having a problem.
I don't think, but I mean, like I said, I wouldn't suspect us to, but like I said, there are a few that I'm like an hour. Oh well, we'll see.
Well, you know what's interesting? Think about it this way: is if we get a game that we're not that familiar of, we'll probably have even more fun because we're going to have to look stuff up that we never would have known. So it's like if we get a game that we're both familiar with, we'll just talk about our own experiences and blah 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 blah, which is fine. But if we like look stuff up, like we'll find like some weird stuff about the game or like how it was made, and be like, "Oh, did you know about this?" Like, so I mean, either way, it's gonna be fun.
That's true. That's true. I did want to actually cycle back really quick. There was a uh going back really quick to our discussion about $70 games for next gen consoles. Ubisoft actually came out, I think you told me this, and they're going to release their next gen at $60 a pop,
I
not
did tell you
70,
that. Yep.
which is a nice kind of recovery from their previous statement that they came out with saying that women video game characters don't sell.
Yeah, pretty weird, huh? Why?
Yeah.
When did they said that they like just said that, or was it did it come out that they had said that previously?
No,
I didn't see the
they
details.
they just came out and said it. The reason they said it was because in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you can play as, again, kind of like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you can play as a female or male character. But they said that they haven't, like, basically they haven't come out with a full female like Assassin's Creed character, for example, because women don't sell.
Yeah, I mean, Tomb Raider has only sold a couple copies, so I guess they got a point there.
What
Oh,
did they
wait a
say?
minute,
Tomb Raider. What would Super Metroid?
Metroid.
Um,
Yeah, I guess.
pretty like big.
Jesus,
Yeah, pretty like I think they've had like a few games sold out of those two. Like I'm
like
not
maybe 5, honestly, million probably.
maybe like something close to that. I think I don't know. I think we're
So
like getting
dumb.
I think we're getting kind of close to like like stretching on numbers. But either way, I don't know too. Also, Ellie from The Last of Us. I hey, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm just
I don't
throwing
know why you
examples out
would
there.
say that.
Because sometimes, Josh, sometimes when the booze gets flowing and the drugs are being injected, shit just comes out of your mouth sometimes.
So you think Ubisoft was just having was on a bender?
Oh, whoever fucking came out with that statement did not know what was going on. Was just like, women don't sell, and then IGN was like, ding 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 ding. This just in.
They like perk up.
So
What?
then Ubisoft was like, shit, $60 next gen. No one will remember what we just said. $60 next gen. Everyone's gonna love us.
We all remember Ubisoft.
God. But what I did want to say though was actually kind of going back to that. One of the things I saw in the discussions in the Twitter stream from Lamer Gamers about the $70 next gen everything, somebody did bring up a good point saying, is this going to be a good thing, you think, now for the indie games? What do you think that's going to do for them? Because obviously they never sell their games at full price. They typically are about $10 less than mainstream type video
like
games.
it'll motivate people to look at them more because they're not as expensive.
Yes, I
think that'll probably happen.
I think so, because I mean, think about it. Think about like the amount of indie games that you've probably played throughout your life so far, and I mean, again, not all of them are spectacular, but there are quite a few that are some pretty solid gems.
Sure.
So I think
that's usually the course, yeah.
Right. So I think personally, if these big time industries want to keep selling their games at the $70 markup that they're going to for this next gen, I think indie games are going to sit there and go, all right, well, we're just going to stick to like the $40 release that we've been typically sticking to, and everyone else can go fuck yourself.
Pretty much.
Like,
I mean, why not?
No, exactly, and that's why I just, like I said, I just thought about that. I thought it was kind of an interesting talking point.
So let's just to circle back here because that's some stuff I wanted to say. Mm-hmm. I just so stupid of Ubisoft to say that, but like if you think that, fine. I mean, obviously it's misinformed, but if you can think whatever you want, right? This is the beauty of being a human. Don't fucking post that on behalf of your, international software company. Like, let's start there.
Like if you want to talk about this in like private, sure, go for it.
You can talk about whatever you want. I don't fucking care what you talk about, right? But then it's like, there's pretty clear cut examples of success with female lead characters. So
massive.
Like, you're pretty stupid.
Massive examples.
Yeah.
We just listed off two of the biggest ones.
Right. So hopefully this motivates them. I'm sure the backlash that they're receiving and or will continue to receive maybe motivate them to make that only female lead Assassin's Creed game.
I mean, one can honestly only hope at this point. But here's the thing, though. I did actually see some gameplay for Valhalla. They did like the Ubisoft. What the hell was it called? It's kind of like their little convention, like their release of titles, and they were talking about like here's gameplay of this and release of this. So they did show some Valhalla gameplay, and obviously they were like, well, just letting you know, like this isn't final product, whatever. It actually will be released on current gen, but it'll release on current gen and next gen. Um, the reason they have both a female and male character, and actually what they're allowing you to do is change it. You can change it anytime you want at will, like in game. Their explanation for it is because obviously the one thing that Assassin's Creed just always has dragging on a shit stick behind it is that fucking the animus, like
Yeah,
the snapback
that
to
turned me
reality
off
stupid
of the
shit.
whole franchise,
Oh,
honestly.
it does. Like if they just took that concept out of it, it would have. I think every game would just be the pinnacle of video games. But it always just keeps popping back to this, like, oh well, just so you know, it's some dude in a fucking avatar tank like controlling somebody, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. So they're kind of playing it back to that, where obviously it's like a bunch of researchers finding like a distant relative or like an ancestral person, and they're following
Right.
like their timeline. Well, technically they can't determine whether or not this person was a female or male, so like the outcomes will always be the same, but like you can change gender at will
I
just
mean,
because of that concept.
operating within the rules of the game, that does make sense.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So like it's perfect because if they're gonna keep playing off that stupid shit, then yeah, at this point it's like, all right, well at least you have something that makes sense in the grand scope of what you're trying to get through to everybody. But
Right.
yeah, I still never understand that. It's like because like I was actually playing back through. Well, I'm playing Odyssey still, and I was going back to Black Flag, and it's the same thing. Like I was playing Black Flag, and I remembered like, oh wow, like the whole first chapter is great, great, and then all of a sudden it cuts to the stupid animus, and it's like some dude walking to his desk to do more research on this guy, and I'm like, gosh, this is so fucking. And the thing is, the cutscenes are so fucking long too. I'm like, I don't care if I'm sitting at a fucking desk doing this shit. Like, just let me play Assassin's Creed. Let me assassinate people.
Right. Like one of the Metal Gear Solids are like 20-minute unskippable cutscenes too. I love cutscenes. I love them. But at
Yeah,
the same time, I do have the ability to just watch a movie. So
correct.
let's find a happy medium here.
Let's speed this shit up.
Um
Do you know what the longest
right.
cutscene is in video games? I think this is the longest one.
I don't.
I think it's from Metal Gear Solid. I want to say, how many did they make? Do you happen to know offhand?
Plenty. No, I don't.
Ooh, it was one of the later ones. I know that, but it was
It's the
like,
one where the person's dead and where they get the salute from. I'm pretty
yes.
sure.
Do you know
Yeah.
how long it is?
Like I said, that was like 20, 30 minutes or something.
Nah, it's closer to like 45 to an hour.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
I've never been a big Metal Gear guy, so. But yeah, I
Well,
mean, I have
neither have
read
I,
about that.
but I've just, yeah, like I said, I've just seen it, and I'm thinking to myself, God, just imagine like first time playing that, not knowing how long, and you're sitting there like, I just went to the
Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah.
I just went to the grocery store, went to the bathroom, and like cooked dinner. And oh, we're not done yet. Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna shift gears a little here.
Oh, GG.
Is that okay, or did you have more stuff to say?
No, that's good. It's your turn.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, I have many things to say because you've been talking a lot.
Hey, sorry.
So I'm just like banking it up. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be done now. Oh no, he's gonna be done. No, no, no. Okay. So let's start here.
All right,
While
Dick.
you were doing while you were doing the recap of the tournament, because obviously
Yeah,
I know the tournament bracket, so I was just hanging in there. I
sure,
was exploring the gallery website for you because obviously this is new information to you.
sure.
Pretty dope prints. I'm not gonna
Really?
lie. You should check it out when we're done recording. I
Okay.
already have one in my cart that I sent to you as a
Do you
message.
really?
So, oh yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Like they look very like high def photos, and like the way they are, it's I'm not a photographer or anything, so I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
I'm describing this in a not appropriate way. Because and also it's like I don't know, just the types of pictures are I don't know. I like the way they are. Like it's not like a totally like set up staged photograph. Like, we're going to put this here, we're going to put this here, we're going to put this here. It was like they went to a place and then captured the moment, and that's the print. Does that make sense?
Oh shit! Yeah, I do actually see that.
So
What
it's
you
like,
just sent me.
yeah. So like that one I
Wow.
have in there. That one's really cool.
What is it?
Is
Well,
the
like
Colorado one?
how do you spell gallery again? Because I know you said it was different.
Oh yeah, it's GALRY. So that's thegallery.com. THEGALRY.com. We can include it
Okay.
in our bio as well in
Yeah,
Instagram, and we'll put it out a tweet and stuff like that.
when I post it, when I put out the tweet, post everything, I'll do that right now. But
Yeah.
oh man, this stuff looks
But yeah,
fucking dope.
there's a lot of ones like from Colorado that are cool. They're from all over the world, obviously. But I really like the
Shit.
Colorado one. So yeah, pretty
Wow.
dope. I sent you the link just for your reference. So check that out when we're done recording. Just wanted to tell you that. But I
Okay.
did want to tell you while we're recording so everybody knows that we're being legit.
Hey, yeah, we're not fucking around here, people. Hey,
We're not fucking around.
we never fuck around. Come on, let's just come on.
Well, we do fuck around, but we have never fucked you around, audience.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Well, all right.
God.
Shit, you motherfucker. I had 3 things to say. I can only remember 2 of them.
Perfect.
No, the opposite.
One less thing that needs to come out of your mouth right now.
Okay. Do not fucking test me. Okay.
I'm gonna drive down there. I'm gonna kick the shit out of you.
Well, here's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit, so hopefully you don't mind.
I'm ready.
I'm thinking next week's episode, so not obviously this current one, the next one.
Right.
We should do an episode dedicated to the ladies of video games.
Okay.
How's that sound?
I'm in.
Just as a kind of response to Ubisoft.
Oh, that's dope. I just got an email from Ubisoft saying that they're not going to be there.
Oh, I didn't think they would be.
No. They actually said they declined to comment on that episode.
Oh, well. It didn't even happen yet. They're Johnny on the spot with that.
They're already I didn't even do anything. They were just like, no.
No. Well, we didn't ask Ubisoft. Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no. Oh, okay.
I'm thinking that'll be cool. I already have a good amount of my head, but if you didn't have any off the top of your head right now, I figured it would give us a week to get some lists together.
Oh, for sure. No, yeah, that's
about it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I think it's fucking good. Yeah, and honestly, fuck Ubisoft. Like seriously, like in terms of women in video games, like piss off, dude.
I will say that obviously it's inappropriate and stupid that they said that, but as is with everything in life, let's give them a chance to maybe learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, good luck.
It's the internet, so good luck.
It's fucking modern day internet shit, so fucking good luck with that.
Okay, we'll give them a shot. How about everybody else? Give them a shot. They fucked up. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's see if they can be better.
Yeah, we can certainly give them a try. You know what? At this point, I'm willing to give them one more shot, but I still am sitting there thinking, because here's the thing: they already came out and were like, "Oh, well, $60 next gen games." How's everybody like that? Like, they didn't even come out and say sorry. They just said, "Hey, let's try to cover that shit up with something else cool, so people will still like us."
That's fair. I mean, wouldn't you be like, okay?
All right, look,
obviously we were mistaken. There's many successful female-driven video game franchises.
We were more talking in the moment of like if they came out and said, for example, like, okay, we just meant in the sense of like Assassin's Creed, where we felt as a company that a male Assassin's Creed character, seen as how there's always been one, might sell better than if we just made a random switch. People might go,
that's fine. It's your game. You can do whatever you want.
That's the thing. But then when you encompass all the video games, and we just listed off 2 of the biggest selling franchises, I don't know, of all time, run by like women, female characters, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's 2 totally different sentiments. Right. While people might not agree with it, if they still say like, hey, look, this is our franchise, this is a direction we feel that we need to maintain. We just feel like a male character fits our games most appropriately. Yeah. That's fine. If you don't agree with that, that's fine. You don't have to agree with everything, but that's their game. This is a totally different thing than saying female video game characters don't sell. That's obviously
exactly
2 different things. Hey, do you want to? Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. I'm going to talk about it right now before I forget.
Go.
I'm gonna talk about what I did yesterday.
Great. Kayak?
Nope.
Wow. Shocker.
Well, I guess. I went
Go ahead.
off-roading.
Oh, wow. With the old Yeep?
Yep, me and my dad.
How'd that go?
It was really fun. Because he had his Jeep, I had my Jeep. So then I bought some two-way radios for us so we could walkie-talkie back and forth while we were out on the trail.
Oh,
It
sick.
was super fun. Yeah. We got through. We were on a trail. Like it was because I wasn't expecting to get into a very difficult trail on this trip just because of where we were going. But then we got into one, and it was like, it was a 2-track road for a while, and then with some decent like bumps and stuff. Then it was just all grass. So like straight grass that you're driving through, and then all of a sudden we come across a downed tree. So that's where our trip stopped. It was a big ass tree across the trail. Yeah. So we did that, and then just drove around. So that was really fun. But on the way to the area, I got hit by another car.
Right. That's right. You
Yeah,
told
remember
me
when I
this,
sent you that? So.
Oh man. So wait, yeah. So you did, okay? How? Like, tell me what happened. I don't think you really told me the breakdown of what happened.
No, and I could tell you didn't understand what I was trying to say, but you were just like, "All right."
Yeah, I just, yeah. I'm like, you'll tell me this probably tomorrow.
Okay, so we're driving. I'm in front. My dad's behind me. We're on the freeway, and all of a sudden, I'm just driving along. I'm in the left lane because they were right by an on ramp, so I moved over to give cars entering room on the right lane. And then all of a sudden, I just out of peripheral, this car just merges right into me, like
perfect,
hits me, and I like honk the horn, and she, corrects back into the other lane, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So like, hey, my dad on the radio. I was like, "Should I just pull over on the side of the freeway?" And he's like, "Yeah." So like, I pull over. She must have slowed down a lot because I pulled over. My dad pulls over, and we're checking out my car, and then she pulls up and stops like 2 minutes later. So she must have been really far behind. But my car's fine.
Okay.
She like just hit the mirror back, so I just folded my mirror back out, and then so I have running boards on the side of my Jeep. It's just a step up to get in, but they're also called rock rails, and it's to provide protection against rocks
or
when you're out on the trail. And that's what I was saying, or other cars, because my running board was all scraped up, which is fine. Like it's
going to happen.
Metal. Yeah,
right.
But I'm assuming, and I didn't see her car because she pulled up ahead of me, that her car is fucked up because it's a black metal like piece that she scraped the entire length of, and she's like, "Oh, my car's fine." I was like, "Bullshit."
No, it's
There's probably a huge black line down the side of it. So yeah, that was fun.
Well, what have we learned? Don't hit Jeeps. They like seriously though. Like even Teague was telling me that her cousin had a Jeep, and another kind of a similar incident where like I forgot who was at fault, but basically an accident occurred, and his Jeep totally fine, and this other person's car was just completely fucked up. It's like they're built like fucking tanks, dude. Like it doesn't look like much, but man, it's the elevation of them, and like you said, you have like the rock protectors on it and shit. Like there's a reason why this shit keeps happening where people hit it, their cars get more fucked up than the actual Jeep does.
It's literally made to drive, not on the road.
Correct. So it's like, I'm just shoving cars left and right. Like my Jeep's fucking giving them stiff arms. Like when a car comes by, it's like the difference between you trying to shed a linebacker in football and like a free safety. Like there's a huge difference. One's going to withstand the impact a little bit more than the other one, but God.
She was an older lady. Like close to what would have been my grandma's age.
I was gonna say, was it you?
When I was growing up.
Okay.
And she like kind of reminded me of her, but she got out. She's like, "I'm so sorry." Like, "Are you okay?" She grabbed my hand. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine." Like, you probably go get your car fixed though.
Hey, lady, I'm good. How about you go get yourself checked out?
And she's like, "I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't see you. Blah blah blah." I was like, "Dad, don't worry about it. It's not a problem."
Matt, you just told me you're sorry about 10 minutes ago. So again, we got it. We're good.
She's sweet.
Jesus.
So that was my day, and then got about 8 beers deep with my parents. So
cool. Yeah, I remember.
Not a bad day.
I got the brunt end of that with your swarm of text messages.
Oh, I was on one.
dude, you were cruising, and I was like, all right, well, hey, everybody's got to have a night somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here's what I wanted to tell you now. So,
Okay.
when you were moving out of your apartment, remember those Game Informer magazines you gave me?
Game Informer. Yep.
Because you got them all the time. I never got these.
Yeah, I had a lot of them.
I have it right here, sent to your mom's name's actually on here. At first I thought that said Josh, then I saw Joyce instead. The J-O,
Yep.
I was like, oh, and then I was like, nope.
That's because when I originally subscribed to Game Informer, I think I was like 15, and my mom had to do it.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, could you give me these magazines?
My mom also drove me to pick up my pre-order for Red Dead Redemption 1.
Wow, that is like the coolest mom ever.
Yeah.
Knowing full well what that game encompasses, like,
right?
any parent in their right mind would be like, no, I'm not taking you to fucking go get Grand Theft Auto in the Wild West. But your mom was like, all right, Josh. So I was reading through one of them. One of them I actually have, I framed it because it's the Game Informer for No Man's Sky when it was first getting teased. And I wanted to frame it because it's one of those games that it was so bad and so hated at launch because I bought it. I bought a hard copy of it when I got my PS4 originally from GameStop.
Did you buy it at full price?
I think so. Either that or it was just at the first knockdown of like $10.
Okay.
Either way, it was pretty close to full price, if not full price. So it was still one of those things where when I bought it, I still play it from time to time because you can play it. I can play it in VR now, which actually is a lot cooler. But it's one of those things where I just gotta stand behind it. I backed the game. I think I framed the Game Informer because I'm like, I'm just passionate about it. Like, I just want to stick with it. I know people hate it, but I'm like, that just fuels me to like it more. So
that's fine. I mean, everybody's got those games, right? They're just like, you love them.
Yeah.
You love them no matter what.
Like, I know there's a big hype for it, and I know they could. I mean, they did do some pretty solid updates, but I'm like, I gotta stick with it. I know it's bad. It's like if you have a shitty sports team in your town and they're like, you guys suck. And I'm like, oh, but I'm from there and I gotta just stay true. I gotta
You mean like
true.
the Brewers usually?
Yeah, like I'm about to say our entire, like, minus these past 3 years, our life of growing up with the Milwaukee Brewers baseball team.
These past 3 years and 2011, those are the exceptions.
And the little like sneeze.
I do not even count
that the end of 08. Just the final, like, the final 2 weeks. Just
because we went, like, it was like such a battle, right? It's such a battle to win the wild card, the one wild card spot, and then we just got fucking our asses handed to us by Philadelphia. Well, so I was like, oh, whatever.
Well, because it's funny because I always talk to my other buddy Josh about this, and he always talks about it because he's like, "Yeah, you guys because we played the Cubs the final 3 games of the season at Miller Park, so." He obviously, being a fan of the Cubs big time, was like watching those games, and he's like, "You guys needed to win like 12 of your final 13, and you did it." And I was like, "Yeah, because we had CC Sabathia go for like 100
every 3 days."
Yeah, like 109 innings. He'd go full games.
Yeah, he was a tank.
The fact that he's still in the league after that is nothing short of a miracle.
That's 100% true.
Like, I thought we ruined his career after that.
As did I.
But yeah, so again, the little blurb of the end of 08, pretty much 11 and these past 3 seasons. Other than that, it's just been like, yep, here's the first pitch and the season's over. It's basically how it's come down. So anyway, cycling back really quick, I was going through Game Informer. One of the ones I did not have framed was for Fortnite being released, which, if that just sets a date on how far back this copy goes.
A little bit far back.
Is there a date on here anywhere? Not in the. I'm sure there might be somewhere. But I was reading through, and I came across one of the most intriguing articles I've never heard of.
Okay.
The story of the Darth Maul video game that never came to be.
Oh, I remember about this a little bit.
Oh my god, dude. I was reading this and I was actually crying because it's not a thing.
Yeah.
This is like
Darth Maul is your favorite Sith as well, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, if he's not at least your top 3 favorite Siths, I don't know what the fuck else we need to do to like help you out
Darth
as
Maul,
a person.
Has been my favorite since I saw episode 1 for the first time.
I mean, just right out of the gate, coolest looking, and then obviously coolest lightsaber. Like
On the Sith side, yeah.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
I mean, like, Jesus, you have Kylo Ren. I love how they tried to add like his two little dinky dink on the
That was
side.
cool.
That looks fucking stupid.
It looks, I mean, but it's also like very practical.
I mean, it could be, but I also, part of me thinks that like when he twirls it, like, you see the other ones do. I'm just waiting for that one to catch his fucking wrist, and he's just done.
Well, you don't need to wait for anything else, because, yeah. Can I spoil episode 9? Has it been long enough?
So you can spoil the 7, 8, 9 because those movies suck. Go ahead.
Okay, relax. He's dead.
Wait, what?
Sorry, guys.
No,
I gave you a little bit of a warning by saying I was going to spoil
the fucking
something.
moment. You mean the moment where him and Rey kiss?
Well, he was still alive for that. So.
I almost got up and walked out of the theater actually when that happened.
That was a little silly, given that I was waiting for and wanting her and Finn to get down and dirty.
Oh, sure. And then they had the whole confusing, because then it was supposed to be Finn and Poe, actually.
Oh. Which would have been fine if they did that from the beginning.
Correct.
But they didn't, and they made it very fucking confusing, because it was like from the get-go, Finn was like, "Hey, what up, girl?" And then like we were like, "Ooh, this is gonna happen," and then it was like, "Nah."
Then it was,
"Okay, thanks."
"Hey, dude." And everyone's like, "Whoa, what's up with that? What's up with that?" I
thought you liked Rey.
And then episode 8 rolls around, and then we got Rose going, "What up, boy?"
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get off the rails. I don't mind 7, 8, 9, but I do motherfucking mind Rose.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do. You have. I mean, here's the thing.
Hold on. Do not give me this exasperated. I know you do. I've listened to you piss and moan about these movies for hours.
No. I agree with you on that. The thing I do actually want to say, though, and Josh, you are not this kind of person. They're the people who actually gave the actual actress shit for that, though.
This is exactly what I was going to say next.
I was like, wow, that is such horseshit, because she doesn't have. She's getting paid to do this, and they're basically telling her, "Here's what your role is. Go ahead."
Yeah, let's just be very crystal motherfucking clear. I have no problems with the actress because she's doing her job. I have a problem with the writing of what that character did and ruined the end of episode 8.
Correct.
That's what I have a problem with.
Oh, that
because oh my god, that would have been. I know we've talked about it so many times, but that would have been one of the defining moments of the entire saga. Is if Finn sacrificed himself at that moment.
Oh, right.
That would have been top 10 Star Wars moment. That would have been so cool. It'd have been so fitting. Like, he sacrifices himself to fight the organization that ruined his life and took him from his parents. That is like that's like coming full circle in a dramatic way. It's like the definition of it, right? Well, and it was like, oh, psych.
Well, especially for the 8th movie, which is supposed to be like mirroring episode 5, where it's kind of like a darker tone. I feel like that would have played in absolutely perfect, where it's like the rebels are, super weak, they're trying to escape, and Finn's just like, "I got it, guys," and everyone's like, "No!"
And then you have that moment that motivates the entire resistance.
Yep.
For episode 9, it's literally perfect. It's perfect moment, and it got ruined because they decided to have Rose crash into him at the last second. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I want to bang you.
You ruined the movie. God damn. But yeah, good point though, because how did episode 5 end? Han gets frozen, taken by Boba Fett. Where's he gonna go? Is he dead? Who knows? Stick around and find out.
Oh, well, they knew where he was taken. They're just gonna wait 3 years to go get him.
That's true. But you know what I mean? Well, Han's gone. That's a big problem. Right. Finn just sacrificed himself. That's a big problem. It was perfect. It was perfect. So that's my problem with that. I don't even know the lady's name, but I'm sure you're great. I have no problems with you.
Oh, exactly. Well, that's the other shitty part. It was like in episode 9, they basically she's in episode 8. She's like first front lines of all these battles. Like, yeah, let's do it. And then also in episode 9, everyone's like, all right, we're gonna go do the battle.
No, she's in the fucking corner.
Seriously, she's like, I was going to hang back here and make some sandwiches. And
Yeah,
Rob's
you
like,
will.
what? Remember? like this is okay. Anyway, like I said, I
Yeah,
was
no, dude.
going
The
through.
people who gave hate to that woman, just like who gave hate
Oh
to
shit!
the voice actor for Last of Us 2, like, I just, what
Yeah,
cognitive issue do you have that you can't understand that that wasn't a reflection of the person, and now you're
right,
threatening them in real life?
right. That's the part I always hate. Yeah, like you said,
Absolutely absurd.
Josh is referencing the voice actress who played Abby in The Last of Us Part 2. I can't think of the actual woman's name. I apologize. But people were like sending her stuff, personal messages, like DMs on Instagram and Twitter, basically saying like, I'm
Like,
gonna
heinous
kill
shit.
you for the basically the shit that she did. The shit that her character did in a video game.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like seriously, like they were basically giving her death threats because they were like,
Yeah.
I hate you because you did this. And it's like, well, first of all, wasn't me.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I didn't
It's
do
called
shit.
acting.
Actually,
You
and the
fucking
crazier
idiots.
the crazier part is like, okay, in a movie, okay, the only justification I'm going to give is like you could physically see a person doing something, like they are
Yeah, so,
actually
like, it's like a stronger
performing.
association. Sure.
Sure. In a video game, it's literally the person's voice. And that's
Yeah.
it.
It's so stupid.
There's nothing more. Maybe mocap something, but like in the grand scope of things, it's just a person speaking words, and you're then upset at her made up CGI counterpart that she's voicing doing
Yeah.
things that you're upset about.
The fact that we have to talk about how absurd this is, is really
It's sad.
upsetting.
It's sad.
Like, how on earth did we go this direction as humans in a society where it's like people are like, yeah, nope, this makes sense. I'm this angry about this. Yep. Like, are you serious? I'm just dumbfounded, honestly. I
Right.
don't know.
No. No, I agree. Well, here, let's get back really quick. I'm sure the viewers kind of want to listen to hear about this. And everybody can look this up too. It is the untitled Darth Maul game that was going to be coming through. It was going to be LucasArts came up with the idea. Let's see here. Redfly was going to be the software company that was going to be backing it.
Okay.
Let's see here. I was reading through. Where did I read it? They said something that they had just finished making Battlefront 3, I believe, for Star Wars. Did
Okay.
they come out with Battlefront 3?
Nope.
What?
No, they did not.
They did not. All right. Well, maybe it was 2 then. They had just finished 2, I believe, then. And then LucasArts came to them and were like, hey, we got an idea. Darth Maul video game. And they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm surprised we're not making Darth Maul video game right now.
Wasn't even like a debate. So basically, the gist of the article was the story, and here's the part that just gets me. The story was literally going to be Darth Maul as a child being abducted by the Emperor, tortured, like starved, all this training to basically create this hatred into who we see then in the Phantom Menace. And then we obviously know the events that take place in the Phantom Menace. So it was basically, from what I could tell, it was going to be that like scene. You were going to be Darth Maul fighting Obi-Wan Qui-Gon. Spoiler alert: Darth Maul loses. But then it was going to be his rebuilding process that you kind of see throughout the Clone Wars, the animated series, and
God.
then expand on that in terms of him like fighting people, meeting his brother, training him, and so on and so forth. Right? Speechless.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna be so dope, dude.
That's one of the best ideas I've ever heard.
Oh my god! And then they said that the reason that they basically stopped was because they
didn't want to be successful, or what?
Clearly, they had, I think, another project. I can't remember what it was, but basically, it actually turned into time crunch. I think LucasArts wanted it to come out at a certain point, like for like the holidays around that. It was like 2010, 2011 is when it was coming out. It was going to be a PS3 launch, I believe. Yes, PS3, like that gen. And it just turned into time crunch, and they didn't like their final product, and then it just kind of got shelved, and that was it.
So then they gave up? What the fuck,
Basically,
dude?
that's basically
God damn it.
from what I can tell, that's basically what it turned out to be. Is like they just received an email. With the subject line "Mall termination letter." The future of Red Flag was in. Oh, it was the company was in jeopardy. The game was dead. Worse yet, without LucasArts funding the project anymore, the studio would not survive. So apparently,
Well, you
LucasArts
know
pulled
what?
out then.
Do it again.
Seriously, like now with the shit show that Fallen Order was, which again, I'm not okay. It was a good game, sure, but how about we just not let EA do cool things anymore, because that game also wasn't as great as I thought it could have been. So let's just make a Darth Maul game, but come on, like let's
make it tight.
Dude, oh my god, like when I was reading all that, I'm like, that would have been so fucking dope. Like everything that encompassed would have just been, oh my god, just the absolute
Too
best.
cool.
Seriously, like
right there with you.
Oh my god. But well, I guess now we can just kind of sit here and hope one day somebody hears this and says, "Hey, let's make a Darth Maul game." We actually
two assholes will play it. We'll make it.
These two dickheads over here. These guys will play it, so sure, let's fucking make one. I will say, remember what I sent you earlier this week? This was pretty cool. We had another fellow podcast of ours who's piloting this podcast, is the name of it. Go check him out. One of the guys who hosts the show, his aunt is one of the game developers for BioShock. So he tagged us in like a tweet of hers, or like of the company that's making the game. So stay tuned, everybody. We are trying our best to get as much information out of her as possible. Right now, I've got nothing. Sorry to disappoint, but
not surprising, though.
Unfortunately, we're not IGN or Game Informer or any other like major gaming advertising company or anything like that. But we are still,
as reference, we're just two assholes.
We're just two assholes. So hopefully she can look past the assholes and just pull us, give us some deets. But no, it was actually really cool. And, I thought I sent that to Josh, and Josh was just like, what?
Pretty much. I really didn't have anything to add.
Like, it's just like, just the fact that we were like even referenced, or even just the fact that we were even given the time of day to like be involved and be like, hey, this is who she is. I was just like, it's happened. At least we know now, like, it is in massive development. Like, we already know that, but like, it's true. Like, it's hopefully coming. I don't know how long, but God, it can't come soon enough.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Do you think it's going to come next gen, or we think we talked about this, but next gen or current gen? Next gen.
Next gen. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I think we should wrap it up on that note.
Yeah, if everybody wants to stay tuned till after the podcast, we are going to do a nice little promo drop for the podcast Garrett Talks to Himself. So I think that about sums up that. Hey, don't laugh at Garrett.
I'm not. It's just a funny name.
Garrett Talks to Himself. Great title for a show.
I'm assuming it was meant to be funny, so mission accomplished.
All of a sudden, we post this. He goes on and listens and goes, wow, it wasn't meant to be funny.
Yeah, that was supposed to be really serious.
You guys really are assholes.
I mean, come on.
Come on. Like, it's funny.
Whatever. guys, I'm not joking.
Come on.
I'm not fucking joking.
I'm not joking. I talk to myself, and it's a serious issue.
God damn, we should stop just in case.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, Garrett Talks to Himself. Stick around afterwards. Promo drop. Again, keep the votes coming. Summer Meltdown Madness.
Please keep voting.
Appreciating it, guys. Check out again the gallery. What was that code again?
I'm so excited about it.
Give it to one more time.
15 capital O capital F capital F. 15 off. You get 15% off. Seriously, these picks look really cool. I am almost certain I'm gonna end up with more than one in my house. So.
I think honestly, from what I've been seeing here, I might actually be able to convince Teague to get us something for like our living room or something.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't know, man. The tone. It's seriously, because I can't describe this very well. Go fucking look at it, and hopefully you understand what I'm saying.
Seriously, just go check it out. Take Josh's word for it. What would Josh do? Take Josh's word for it. Okay, everybody. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Find us there. The Midwest Meltdown. Your boy Zach checking out. Until next time.
Slancha.
Are you constantly struggling with how to function in society? Do you need someone to make you laugh on occasion? Are you wanting to share your thoughts and opinions? Well, have I got a show for you. My name is Garrett, host of Garrett Talks to Himself, a segmented, interactive podcast where I do all of these things. Head to anchor.fm/GTTH to subscribe wherever you listen. I'll be